Luigi is really the Manic Pixie dream girl here. Welcome to Wow If True, the podcast of your wildest memes.
We're your one-stop internet culture shop, here to dissect what's going viral, why we care, and how this might affect our real human lives. I'm sitting in Amanda's living room, Isabel.
I'm also in Amanda's living room, Amanda.
And you know who else is in Amanda's living room?
I'm Allison.
Anyone could be famous on the internet, so why not us?
Contextually, Allison is one of our editors. I'm in town for a wedding. Amanda has to basically go to a funeral.
Normal day for us.
Normal day for Wow If True. So you're getting an unedited, uncut jams. Sorry, that
Uncut
was
jams.
Uncut jams.
That's it. See, we were like, oh, we can't talk about the drill thing because the drill thing is too old. And then we're like, let's talk about uncut gems.
Uncut jams. You gotta say it with like the horrible.
Uncut gems.
Anyway, so unedited, uncut. We're just talking. A lot going on. So we're talking about. I went to go see Mario, and I made Amanda watch the Barbie movie trailer. So that's where we are as people.
Yeah. Well, I guess the meta of this is, do we care that everything is suddenly a movie? Like this...
I don't usually care unless they're doing something interesting with it. And I'm going to do like a comparative analysis of the Barbie movie and Mario because I think they're doing the exact opposite thing here, where Mario is giving you exactly what you want, which is Mario is simply some guy and you just want to watch him have like a little fun time with his friends. Whereas with the Barbie movie, it's fun to be like subversive with the Barbie movie by leaning into the like the pop pink stuff, but also like doing stuff like the 2001 Space Odyssey reference and like, oh, they're all Ken and every Barbie is like, this Barbie's an astrophysicist, this Barbie is a professor, you know, that sort of shit.
Even just watching the trailers, I really am interested to see what they're going to do with the credits when every single actor is going to be accredited as Barbie or Ken.
Well, and I wonder if it'll be like, you know, if you're actually going to a toy store, if those exist anymore, and buying a Barbie, you're buying like astronaut Barbie or like Fun in the Sun Barbie, not necessarily just Barbie, although you can just buy Barbie. I'm also interested in what happened to Skipper, Kelly, Stacy, Midge.
No, they have
Teresa.
Midge. They have Midge.
They do have Midge?
They have pregnant Midge, the controversial one.
Oh.
Amazing.
So the thing about pregnant Midge is that pregnant Midge, you can take the baby out of her stomach, first of all.
Oh, okay. At first I was going to say, why is someone being pregnant controversial?
No,
that's
two reasons.
Two reasons. That's the first. The other one, no wedding ring. And at the time, people were mad about that. People were mad about the no wedding ring.
Okay, yeah, I could see... I don't agree with that, but I could see how that could cause drama in the era.
Yeah, like, you can see why people were like, ooh. Like, this isn't even that far in the era, but you can see how, like, even now, I feel like they would be like, oh my god, that, like, pregnancy, teen pregnancy, I don't fucking know, like, not teen pregnancy, it's like, unmarried, having a baby, and this is, like, normalizing it for little girls or some shit like that, and you can see how people get mad.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you could take the baby out of her belly, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Is she getting a C-section over and over recursively?
I mean...
Oh, it is the tale of Prometheus.
No. That's dark. I don't like that.
Yeah, and I think like American Girl doll, which we recently talked about, because Isabel is now the proud owner of the Isabel American Girl doll, because her mom bought her 27-year-old daughter the American Girl doll, which is a normal thing that moms do. But I don't know a lot about Barbie either. I just never played with Barbies. I was a Polly Pocket girl, but even then, I don't really remember the individual Polly Pockets.
I had a million Barbies. I was a Barbie
so
girly.
many Barbies, yeah.
Oh.
I just remember my favorite Polly Pocket had dark hair with blue streaks, and now I have dark hair with purple streaks, so I glowed up.
Life really does imitate art. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell my Barbie, my dark Barbie orgy story. It sounds, it's so much less exciting than it just sounded.
While Isabel is saying this, she's holding like a half-eaten tiny little lollipop that we got at lunch.
Uh-huh. as if it's a cigarette.
Yeah, let me tell you about my dark Barbie story.
Tell me about my dark Barbie past. No, I had a million Barbies because I was an extremely spoiled little girl. Cannot stress enough. So spoiled. And I kept them all in a basket in the dark, like in my closet, in my walk-in closet. Again, very spoiled little girl. And they were all naked in this basket because I was like, it's easier if they're naked because then I can put the clothes on when I want to put the clothes on them. Because if they were all clothed, then I would have to do a bunch of clothing swaps and look for the clothing, etc. It was easier to have a basket full of clothing and a basket full of Barbies and Kens, all naked in the dark. And my mom multiple times was like, Isabel, have you considered putting clothes on them if they're gonna be there? And then I would very innocently be like, no, but it's easier like this. Why do you want me to do that? And she was like, I don't want to have the sex talk with my 6-year-old girl. Well, it's not even the sex talk. It's like the optics of the Barbie orgy talk, with my 7-year-old daughter. And so she could never win that argument because she could never have a good reason to make me stop putting the Barbies all together in that basket in the dark.
Damn, pregnant Barbie was controversial enough, and then you just had a mass Barbie orgy.
Yeah, the mass closet Barbie orgy.
Oh yeah, that happens in so many closets.
What I really hope that the Barbie movie leans into is the absurdism of how little kids treat their Barbies. Because I think that's what I'm hoping for from the Barbie movie is an accurate reflection of the fact that I feel like adults don't understand what the children are going to do to these Barbies, which is mass drama.
Yeah.
Lot of death, dismemberment, serial killers, hospital scenes. Shit gets when you hear people talking about how they play with Barbies as kids online, because people have been doing that in the wake of the Barbie movie trailers because this last one went viral. You hear a lot of people being like, yeah, so I had my Barbies do a mass sacrifice situation, you know, to the Dark Lord, I don't fucking know, to Satan, I don't know. And that's what I hope to see reflected here.
I think it seems like maybe that's what we're gonna get. Kate McKinnon's character in the trailer is covered. Her face has what looks like Sharpie marks or something on it.
Yeah, she got a
hair
hack
is
job.
Shorn. Yeah, very much. This is how some 6-year-old child has ruined this Barbie.
Did you ever ruin your Barbies?
I accidentally popped the heads off of multiple Barbies, which was always tragic because they never went back on exactly the same. But I mean, it's true. Other than that, I don't think I did anything too messed up to a Barbie.
I think I tried giving some Polly Pockets haircuts, because some of them had hair, some of them didn't. But, I don't know, it's not too bad.
I don't remember if I gave any of my Barbies haircuts, which probably means that I didn't. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you did make them have a massive orgy.
Hey, I put them in a basket. Whatever they do after that, that's their business.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting how the second Barbie trailer went very viral, which, I don't know why I didn't watch it when they went viral. I saw all the Barbie memes. Even my dad sent me a Barbie meme.
I really enjoy the Barbie memes. Okay, if you haven't seen the Barbie memes, I feel like this is mostly a Twitter thing right now.
Yeah, but it was also on the Today Show, and my parents watched the Today Show. So then my dad, on the Today Show, they showed a Larry David Barbie meme, and then my dad paused the TV, took a picture of the meme on the TV, and sent it to me, and I was just incredible.
Okay, well, if it's gotten that far, my God, that meme has gone so far.
Also, my dad's name is Ken.
Why did I forget that? How could I forgotten that? Knowing
my parents are like, she's Lisa, he's just Ken. Petition for my mom to change her name to Barbie.
We'll start what is it? What's the thing that you start
Change.org?
Yeah, we'll start
Change.org.
Petition for Amanda's mom to change her name.
Yeah, but yeah. So the theme of the second trailer is just all the Barbies are women with agency and jobs and personality, and the Kens are all just Ken.
They're all just Ken. And all the memes are basically showing the Barbies will all be this Barbie is a blank, this Barbie is all of these things, and then every single Ken he's just Ken.
Yeah. So this Barbie is a podcaster.
How unfortunate.
This Barbie is a lawyer by day and a science fiction writer by night.
This Barbie needs to get more sleep. The other thing people have been doing is they've started putting like different characters there and doing this Barbie is a blank, he's just Ken, with like different women and men, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's like my parents.
You gotta make that edit now. You gotta make that edit.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to think what would be a good way to describe my mom in this.
This Barbie is Elisa.
Yeah, this Barbie is a girl boss. He's just Ken.
He's just Ken. Damn, that flattens him so much. No mention of Ken's trends even.
I mean, come on, Lisa's the real brain behind Ken's trends. No, Ken does a good amount of work on Ken's trends, which is my dad's blog, kenstrends.com. Great website, 10 out of 10. Excellent work.
Hey, speaking of ratings, because you just rated your dad's blog, shall I give you the apartment rating now?
Oh yeah, we are sitting in the living room of my apartment on the floor, and I told Isabel to rate my apartment, which, go in, like, ask me, dox me. Not dox me, but...
I feel like I shouldn't. You've dealt with so much.
Oh yeah, well, put me on blast. Don't dox me.
Okay.
As in, because, we are at beep, beep, apartment number beep on beep street. See, I did that so that David has to edit even less.
Yeah, we're really helping David out because,
This is going to be a great episode for David to barely edit because we are not making him edit that much because this is, our lives are both messy and we happen to be in the same city, so let's eat fajitas and then make a podcast. That's this episode. We just had fajitas.
We had fajitas. They gave us lollipops after. This is why I'm holding a lollipop like a cigarette.
Yes.
Yes. Now you know the lore. We're all drinking LaCroix, by the way.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
sitting on the floor drinking LaCroix.
Yeah, berry flavored.
Yeah, we are all part of the problem.
Yeah.
Okay,
so rate my apartment.
Okay, so I like all of the art. I think the art is 10 out of 10.
Nice. Thank you.
Very good, very colorful. I love your Telfar bag.
She has like a Telfar bag corner, which is like directly Alice. Like, it is Allison's fault. This is all Allison's fault.
I mean, it's just like a bag. I mean, I
just think it's funny that it's like a specific bag that you got into because Allison brought it up.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do love my hot pink Telfar. I think it's just it's a nice bag.
And speaking of bags, I'm enjoying the Yo-Yo Kusama wall hanging that you have up.
Thank you.
She just did another collab with Louis Vuitton.
Of course.
I'm probably not going to be able to afford that, right?
No, probably not.
Yeah, damn.
So guys, you need to subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, I love Yayoi Kusama, and I got that in Japan.
Oh,
Slay.
very cool.
Mm-hmm. Very slay of me.
I think Okay, I'm gonna say one nice thing and then I'm gonna say one mean thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I also got
Compliment sandwich.
tapestry of random Japanese lady smoking in Japan.
That tracks that's what you would get in Japan.
I just thought it was kind of neat.
It is kind of neat.
And I thought it contrasted with the bright yellow one very... I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, roast me.
Okay, well, no, I'm going to say one nice thing first, which is that I love the amount of plants you have in here.
Yeah.
I admire your ability to take care of all these goddamn plants, because all my plants are always constantly dying. This is the difference between the two hosts.
Well, the secret is that you get plants that are very good at living.
I see.
Yeah.
Damn, so true.
Mm-hmm.
And then things I'm going to roast you on. No, other good thing is that there's a Wow of True mug on your dresser.
Yeah, and it's right next to an I went to Philadelphia and all I got was this stupid mug.
Yes, and I feel like they complement each other very well. Things I'm going to roast you on is that, like, I feel like your mirrors situation is very, like, chuggy affectionate. It is very much like an Instagram aesthetic. You have, like, a candlestick that's also, like, that, like, the curvy Instagram.
Oh, hey, that's my Shabbat candles.
Damn, okay, well, you can roast me for being...
No, but I did get the candlestick. It is not Judaica, I will say.
Okay.
But no, I'm trying this thing where I'm like, what if I just start, like, burning candles on Friday nights for Shabbat? But then I forget, and then I'm like, damn it. But I'm trying to do that, because I'm so spiritual, clearly.
You're really selling this.
Yeah, I do kind of have a bit of a TikTok aesthetic going on.
You do have
with,
a little
like,
bit of a TikTok aesthetic.
I have a disco ball thingy, but, like, they're fun. Like, they're getting very popular right now because they're fun.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but it's also, like, this is the apartment of someone who has social media. Like, I love you, but also,
the meanest possible thing you could say.
It's fucked up, right?
No, that's an accurate read. I like it.
When you come over to my place, you should roast my apartment. My apartment is bad in so many ways. And also you have a Himalayan salt lamp, and I would roast you for that, but like I own a bunch of crystals.
Yeah.
Because my mom gave me a bunch of crystals.
If it makes it better, I think that one specifically was $5 at Five Below, and I got it like 4 years ago.
I guess.
Yeah. I also have the Blazeball card game in view.
Yeah, that's real specific.
I also have a book by Allie Hazelwood in view, which apparently all of Allie Hazelwood's books are Raylo, the...
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yeah. The Kylo Ren, and I don't even know the other... Ray?
Ray. It's Ray.
Okay.
It's Raylo.
I don't know a lot about Star Wars, but yeah, I mean, when we were going to record this episode, because we simply, as you can tell, we did not prepare for this episode. This is great
What are you
content.
talking about? I watched the Mario movie for this. That's why I went with my cousins.
Yeah, but I was looking through, like, a little private Discord channel we have where I put some ideas sometimes, and one of the ideas was, did you know that all of Allie Hazelwood's books are just Raylo fic?
I do think we need to do an Allie Hazelwood deep dive for one of
So,
our episodes after we, like, read them all.
I've read them all.
Oh my god, okay, well, we're doing that for some new episodes.
I'm pro Allie Hazelwood. I mean, I feel like, so...
But you don't know enough about Star Wars to know how this is Raylo. I need to read them.
Okay, but so Allie Hazelwood is a romance writer, and all of her books are about, like, women in STEM, because she was a woman in STEM, and then she quit being a woman in STEM to write romance novels. But it's really funny because it's a very, like, stereotypical romance novel with, like, the tropes are, like, we're fake dating, but then in the process of fake dating, we fall in love, or, like, enemies to lovers, or, like, stuff like that. But all of them also have, like, very scathing critiques of academia and sexism in academia. And it's just very funny to me that it's, like, there's all these plot lines about how much academia sucks.
I feel like I should read these and we should talk about these on the pod.
Oh, yeah, well, you can borrow that one.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I read that on the island. And then I felt kind of like, you know how people, like there's a whole discourse about how people don't read romance novels in public because they have, like, Fabio on the cover or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, see, this one just has Raylo on the cover.
That's actually worse.
Yeah. And it's, like, very pink, and it has hearts and stuff. And I remember reading this on the island and being like, oh no, all of these men playing Magic the Gathering are gonna judge me.
They're playing... Why? I cannot
like,
stress. They were playing Magic the Gathering. You know what these guys have? These guys have custom, like, mats to play their Magic the Gathering on.
They do have custom mats to play their Magic the Gathering on.
I kind of like their custom mats to play Magic the Gathering on. Honestly, I think it's very cute.
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes they have, like, pictures of each other.
God.
No, like, honestly, like, so, like, some of them, like, sometimes people will sign each other's cards and shit. Like, if, like, your friends' cards.
That's so funny.
If it's, like, something, like, related to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weirdly wholesome Magic the Gathering group.
Yeah.
But also, like, why were you worried about getting judged by them?
I don't know, because I didn't know them, and I was just feeling... Sometimes I just have emotions, you know? But I was just, like, sitting in a hammock reading this very pink, girly romance novel while, like, all these, like, group of, like, 8 dudes are sitting at a picnic table playing Magic the Gathering for hours on end.
There really was, like, a Magic the Gathering contingent on that island. Like, I feel like you could have divided the island into, like, multiple camps, and, like, one of them was simply Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. So, Mario movie.
Yeah, so...
Well, was there anything more you wanted to rate my apartment for?
No, I think that's enough rating your apartment. I feel like after I said that this is the apartment of someone who's social media, there's really nothing else I can say that's, like, worse than that, you know?
Yeah, you know, it really, I feel like that's a very good roast in that it's funny and it's an insult, but it's not an insult that makes me feel bad.
Oh, I'm so happy I could accurately roast you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have anything to add, Allison?
No, I think I complimented the purse, the prince. I think I'm good.
Nice. All right. Well, that's the self-indulgent part of the podcast.
You know, and now I simply go describe how Mario was.
Yeah.
So I went to see Mario with my cousins. Shout out Ashley, who's probably listening to this right now, and when I asked her if she had anything I wanted to, when I asked her should I bring anything up on the pod, she was like, or if she had any questions or some shit like that I should be, like, talking about, she was like, I can't do it. It has to be organic. And I was like, she was like, I'm just a listener. And I was like, Ashley, what?
No, that's how content happens.
Yeah, I was. Well, no, I mean, that's how content happens. It was just funny because I was like, "You're literally my cousin." Like,
Yeah, that...
I was like, "You can just ask me things. It's fine."
Was she like, I don't want to taint my experience of
that-
listening to WoW of True?
I think it was like, I don't want to taint my experience of listening to WoW of True, which now I'm tainting it for you, so you're welcome, actually.
Damn. That's very funny. Also, I feel like a lot of the time, we did this at lunch where we were going to talk about something, and then we were like, well, we'll save it for the podcast.
We did do that, where I was like, I can't say anything about how I felt about Mario.
Yeah. Well, now I get to know. Did you like it?
I liked it a lot. I actually think the critics are wrong, and I think the critics are wrong because they were expecting a better movie than Mario set up to be. Because I think what they were expecting is more along the lines of like a Pixar movie, if that makes sense, where like there's like some sort of like really strong emotional core as opposed to a light emotional core. Because, so do you want me to spoil the Mario movie for you?
Yeah. I mean, my only commentary is I have an internet friend, Giovanni Colantonio, I believe is how you say his name. He is an Italian games journalist.
The perfect person to report on this.
And his commentary was that he felt very culturally represented because apparently they have a mocha pot in the kitchen.
Okay, so I'm going to split my commentary into... First, the scenario in which I saw this was in a huge IMAX theater in New York. This is the biggest Mario you could have seen. Simply the largest Mario.
Was it 3D?
No, but it was so close to 3D. It was like, you know, I cannot stress that this was like a multi-floor tall Mario. Like, when you see the screen, you need to use your whole field of vision. Mm-hmm. It was the biggest Mario. I was seeing this was a bunch of like... Not, like, when I say I went to go see this with my cousins, this wasn't my, like, children cousins, because I don't have any children cousins anymore, because we're all grown up. This was like, 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, with, like, adults. And we were all like, yeah, we're seeing Mario. And so, the plot line in Mario is that Mario is literally just some guy. Mario and Luigi are literally some guys.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
They're from Brooklyn.
They're from Brooklyn?
They have a plumbing, like, they're starting their plumbing business together. And Mario has roped Luigi into his new plumbing business.
Did we know that they're Italian-American?
Yes.
Yeah, that's canonical.
Yeah.
Where do they live in Brooklyn?
They did not get that accurate with that, but they were going but on the map they were going from Brooklyn to Queens with their non-existent truck. No, they had a truck for a while.
I'm gonna say they live in Bed-Stuy.
I can see them living in Bed-Stuy.
What if they live in Bushwick?
They're not cool enough to live in
Bushwick.
Yeah,
Mario and Luigi are going to shows at the Silent Barn, R.I.P.
No, but
that's a joke for 5 people.
This podcast is for 5 people.
It is.
But Mario and Luigi, I think there was like a... So, how do I say this? Mario used to be like a creature to me. You know? Like, he just says, he's simply some guy that says, woohoo! And he just, you know... He does his little jumps, and I've never thought about him having, like, a family and a life and hopes and dreams and aspirations. So they try very hard in the first 10 minutes to make Mario a guy with hopes and dreams and aspirations, and he has a big family, and his whole family is like, Mario, what are you doing with your life? Big Italian-American family.
Amazing.
He hates mushrooms.
Interesting.
Which is, I think, a fun little tidbit. And it's like, you're roping Luigi into your harebrained, like, plumbing scheme, and they do some antics with that. And then there's a big flood. And then the thing about this movie is that everything is so goddamn contrived. Like, that I think is what really bugged critics, is because you need to just have so much suspension of disbelief with this Mario experience. Mm-hmm. Because what they're giving you is not, like, a good story, as much as it is, like, a framework from which you can watch Mario do his cool little jumps. Why is that so funny?
I don't know. Have either of you seen the live-action Mario movie?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, well...
Did you see the TV show?
There's a TV show?
Yeah. There was a TV show that was introduced by, like, the introduction to it was live action, and then it went into an animated series. See, this is the benefit of me being here and me being, like, 5 to 7 years older than everybody in this room.
Why 5 to 7?
Well, speaking of people that are 5 to 7 years older, and my really great trait of texting people in the middle of recording to ask questions while we're recording, I did text frequent podcast guests, Eric and Amanda, who saw the Mario movie, what neighborhood they think Mario lives in, because I just really want to know, and they live in Brooklyn, so
So
Yeah.
hopefully they answer us. There was a Mario TV show?
Yeah. It was on Saturday mornings
Yahoo!
on Fox,
Okay.
at least in Canada. And there was one particular introduction where there were tentacles coming out of, I think, a bathtub drain that freaked me the fuck out as a, 6-year-old.
That's valid.
It
Yeah.
was not a good TV show, and also the movie was really, really not good. It is a famously bad movie,
I think we
but
should
it
watch it.
also is like Mario and Luigi are plumbers in Brooklyn.
Yeah, so I feel like that's canonical.
fun.
Yeah.
But they need to figure out what neighborhood in
Okay, well, oh my god, that's a question for 5 people who care.
I feel like that's a question for anyone who has been to Brooklyn would
Yeah.
care.
Well, okay.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. Anyway, so basically, so you get from the real world to the Mushroom Kingdom. Basically, what happens is that Mario finds a green tunnel in the sewers because there was this big flood, and they're like, we gotta fix this because we're plumbers.
Yeah.
And then Mario and Luigi kind of end up in this tunnel, and then it turns into a real glowing stream of light situation, very Bifrost, honestly. And then Mario and Luigi get separated on this, and Luigi ends up in basically the dark lands, basically the spook zone, the Bowser spook zone. And then Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom, and then
That sucks.
yeah, and then
Damn.
so what I like that they're doing here, the one thing I really liked is that this was about Mario trying to save Luigi, not Mario trying to save Princess Peach.
Ooh.
Princess Peach was very competent. Princess Peach was, but also it was why is Princess Peach just liking that, fine with this dude just coming in? And that was kind of lampshaded a bunch because, the thing is, it's a video game, and it's one of those video games from the era before video games needed to make sense.
Yeah.
So it's very much just kind of this is a sequence of actions that are happening. I'm not going to describe the whole plot of it because that would be a real specific podcast. But the highlights I will give is that Bowser is trying to classically marry Princess Peach. But that's at first his army of Koopas is yeah, we're going to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. And then Bowser, who has gotten the power-up star thing, which I'm forgetting the name of, is no, I'm going to give this to Princess Peach so she will be my bride. And they're all what?
I can do all the sound. I'm still riding the high of 5 months ago at this point when my Squirtle voice was real good because I had a cold.
Oh my god.
Squirtle!
The wrong media property. Get out of here.
Yahoo!
There we go.
Wow, Luigi. This is the podcast.
Welcome to podcasting. Does anyone want to book Amanda as a voice actor?
This is my long game.
And what happens here is that Bowser's no, I'm gonna marry her. And then they're what if she says no? Then I will destroy them, And it's Jack Black, so he's clearly having a great time. He writes a song for it.
Ooh.
It plays multiple times. You should go listen to it on YouTube because it's not a good song, but it is a great song. And essentially, a bunch of antics happen. Other things that are fun is that they put in a lot of just game references. So if you've played the Mario games or if you've played Mario Kart or any of that shit, then you see what's going on here, and it's all it is all nostalgia bait. Mm-hmm. It is very fun if you like nostalgia bait, and it's done really well, and it's done in a fun way. Other things they have to do is that they have to go get a bunch of carts from Donkey Kong.
Oh, that's funny.
And then there's a Mario versus Donkey Kong situation that ends up happening.
Nice.
And obviously they hate each other. They hit every classic beat of storytelling that you can just shove in there, and they're doing it so mediocrely because they know that the audience is either people like me who... Their target audience is people like me who have played Mario games and just wants to see Mario do his little fun antics.
And be Chris Pratt.
Yeah, exactly. And the other target audience is children who don't need a story. They just need the lightest sprinkle of story. Other things that happen. Oh, Mario and Luigi do the Mario and Luigi voices for their commercial for their plumbing business, and then immediately take them off in their daily life.
That's funny.
That was actually kind of funny.
All
I
right.
thought that was funny.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like that. Do you think Chris Pratt did a good job?
I actually think he did. I think
Okay.
it was a decent Mario impression. I still think they should have gotten at least original boy to do that portion of it, and I think people would have liked that. But I think Chris Pratt did fine. I know that people were up in arms about it. It was fine.
Yeah.
So clarify something for me. Mm-hmm. You say that Mario's family considers his plumbing business to be a harebrained scheme.
Yes. No, but it's because him and Luigi have struck out on their own from the guy that they were working with.
I see. So it's not the fact that they're plumbers who famously make.
No, it's that they think
banks.
it's. No, it's that Mario has struck out on his own.
I see,
And has
okay.
dragged his little brother Luigi with him.
Oh, so Luigi is Mario's little brother, right?
Yes.
I feel like we never really knew that. So
I
this
think we
is
did.
Oh,
Like
did we?
emotionally, we did.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I'm also just having a lot of my questions about the Mario franchise answered because so I don't personally own Mario Kart because I feel like it's only fun if you play with other people. So I play my friends' Mario Karts. And I was delighted to find in Mario Kart that there are tracks that are just like Bangkok, like Tokyo, Sydney, Australia. Like, they're real places. And I was kind of confused about, like, what does this mean about the canon of Mario if, like Rainbow Road exists, but then, like, Bangkok also exists?
Well, they're simply in different dimensions that you could access through the green tunnel.
Incredible. Yeah, also, oh man, I was so annoying playing the, like, places in Asia that I've been on Mario Kart. Second dimension of me having gone to Asia in this podcast.
Did everyone here know that Amanda's been to Laos?
Yeah. Well, there's not a Laos track, but, like, there's a Singapore track where they take you through the Singapore Botanical Gardens, and I'm like, hey, I went there. This kind of looks like that. And, like, yeah, they really, they put some places in the things, and I really want to see a Philadelphia track.
God. Yo, I mean, you can see that every day of your life with the people in the streets. How accurate? Actually, I'm curious. I've never played, like, the real world tracks because my friends are always like, we're playing Rainbow Road.
Damn. That's kind of boring.
I don't know, man. I don't actually play a lot of Mario Kart. Oh, they included the Rainbow Road glitch. Like, not the glitch, the, like, little trick you can do when you get off Rainbow Road and then get onto a different part of it.
Oh, yeah.
In the movie as a plot point.
Nice.
Yeah.
Incredible. Great work.
How accurate are the real world Mario locations? I'm just curious.
I mean, accurate is a strong word, I guess, because it's more like, you might be like, okay, geographically, this landmark is not very close to this landmark, but in the context of, like, we are playing a video game, we're gonna say that you're gonna run into them after, like...
It's the greatest hits thing.
Yeah. No, so, like, for the Singapore one, they had, I can't remember the name, like, the big hotel that has, like a big roof, and it kind of looks like a ship. Like,
Yeah.
It's absurdly expensive, and they filmed part of Crazy Rich Asians there. They had the botanical gardens, which are, like, beautiful, and they looked very, like, I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's the botanical gardens. They had the Art Science Museum, which is a pretty weird-looking building. I don't know, for Bangkok, I felt like they had the subway stations looking like subway stations in Bangkok.
Cool.
I don't know, I mean, I feel like it's not gonna be to the point accurate, because that's not what they're trying to be, but yeah, they kind of just have their little, their places, but yeah, have you ever played Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
A little bit.
Did you ever play the Philadelphia one?
No, I don't think so.
They have a Love Park, thing on the, like, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, I think. There's a Philadelphia track, and it's just Love Park.
Slay.
And it's Philadelphia. You can get hit by a bus, which is something that you can also do in real life in Philadelphia.
To be fair, you can do that in real life in a lot of cities.
True.
But you can't do that in Mario.
You can get hit by a car or a red shell. Were there any red shells in the movie?
There were no red shells, but there were blue shells.
Oh. What was their function?
No, it was fucking Rainbow Road.
Oh.
Like, the thing is, like, the Koopas would, like, you know, they would do, like, a little spinny thing, and then they would go in their shells, and they would try to knock people. And then there was finally, like, a blue shell Koopa who was, like, he was in this big car, and then he got mad, and then he got out of the car, and then, like, did the spinny thing, and then he had the wings, and, like, whoosh. I'm describing this very well.
You're describing it exactly the same way a 6-year-old would, which is the right thing to do.
This is what happened. It simply went whoosh. Anyway, I thought it was a good movie. I think it's a good movie if you like Mario and you want to spend an hour and a half of your life watching Mario do antics. However, you could get the exact same experience playing Mario.
See, what's funny is I'm more interested in, like, this family dynamic with Mario.
Yo, honestly, I think you should watch it specifically to see the Mario lore, so that then you see, like, where he's coming from.
I need to know more about Mario and, like, his motivations and, like,
Well, you see, like, so at first the motivation is, I need to do so good with my plumbing and with my brother. And then later it's, oh god, my brother has been taken by the evil turtle Bowser. And I must simply get him back. And then Luigi is kind of just going through it. I feel like that's Luigi's purpose in life, is to go through it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm big Luigi vibes.
Yeah.
I think you're Mario and I'm Luigi.
It's a me.
It's a me.
It's a me, Mario.
Yahoo!
The other thing I'm really curious about is because they left a stinger at the end for Yoshi, because there's like the egg on screen and like the post credits, and it started cracking.
Was Yoshi not in it?
Yoshi was not in it.
Oh, so they're gonna make a Yoshi movie.
They're definitely gonna make more Mario. This is gonna be the multiverse of Mario, I believe.
Oh hell yeah!
At the end, Mario and Luigi are living together in a house that looks like a regular apartment at first, and they're going to their plumbing job, and then you open it up, and they are in the Mushroom Kingdom, and they're commuting to Brooklyn from the Mushroom Kingdom.
Rent is probably cheaper.
Yeah.
They moved out of their parents' house. Mario does have a very, like, you're living in your parents' house and you haven't updated your childhood bedroom vibe. And he does play video games.
Yeah. Oh,
Which is very...
You mean, like, redacted?
So that's all I got for you. That's my Mario. I want to see how they incorporate Wario and Waluigi into potentially future sequels.
Imagine being like, hey, do you want to get the voice actor role of Waluigi?
That would slay so hard.
Who would you want to do it? I feel like I don't really know voice actors.
Well, it's like, I'm trying to think, like, because I honestly think that you maybe just want to get, like, the Waluigi guy.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Wow. They should get me. I volunteer to play Waluigi.
Yeah. I agree that Amanda should play Waluigi.
I'm here to audition for the role of Waluigi.
Who would be fun for that? I can't...
I mean, since they didn't use Charles Martinet for Mario...
They should use him for Wario.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I do think it's kind of interesting that both of these Mario and Barbie movies are both like, oh, well, Ken is just Ken, and Mario is not rescuing Peach, he's rescuing Luigi. Luigi is really the Manic Pixie Dream Girl here.
I think Luigi has always been a Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
I think is that the title of the episode?
Yes.
Not to make my own joke a thing, but
You're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also... one last thing, I'm gonna be a straight white dude and say, talk about a thing that I haven't seen. But, I mean, there's also the Dungeons & Dragons movie, which has been getting surprisingly good reviews.
Yo, I want to see it because everyone has been saying it's good after being like, it's not gonna be good.
I'm so surprised at, like, just how much everyone seems to like it.
Yeah, because... like, similar to Mario, I guess, Dungeons & Dragons has tried to make movies many times, and they've all been huge flops and, like, famously bad. But people are really liking this, but I'm just still so skeptical of it because it just feels like such an obvious money grab. But then again, like, so is the Mario movie, so is the Barbie movie. But, like, I don't know.
Barbie movie is art.
You're so right. Greta Gerwig, I'm sorry.
Anyway, I think our homework for the next episode is to all go see the Dungeons & Dragons movie to, like... see how we feel about it.
Oh, wait, we have to do one final segment. We got conveyor belt sushi last night.
Okay. We do need to rate the conveyor belt sushi experience.
Also, David told me to take a field recording of the conveyor sounds, and I did. So put that here, David.
David, you are creating work for yourself. Okay, conveyor belt sushi. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this.
Yes.
Conveyor belt experience, mid. Existence of conveyor belts, good. Demon Slayer, 10 out of 10. Demon Slayer from Demon Slayer was there. Sushi itself, mid. Fun with friends, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I mean, it was one of those things where, like, I don't feel like I need to go to conveyor belt sushi again, but, like, the food was fine. Like, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Like, it was just, like, fine.
It was fine. I felt like the thing is that, like, I think part of the problem is that, like, there wasn't just enough conveyor belt sushi, and I didn't trust how fresh it was, but the stuff that was made to order was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kapamaki cucumber rolls took, like, 10 minutes to arrive every time we ordered them.
How many did you order?
I mean, we ordered 3 plates.
Okay.
And they took a long time to come. They were probably the best thing we ate, because they were super duper fresh.
Okay, but that's because Victor kept ordering the weird things.
This is true. One of the people we went with did go, popcorn shrimp roll? Let's get that.
See, this is the thing that just like, floors me every time I hang out with this group of Isabel's friends, that it's like, they want to eat bad food.
We're doing it for the bit.
We're not to eat it.
It's just gonna happen. You know, we're doing it for the bit. I'm not gonna explain myself further than that. If you like this episode, tell a friend.
Wait, I think we have to explain Demon Slayer real quick.
Demon Slayer from Demon Slayer was there.
Okay, yeah, Demon Slayer was there.
No,
if you want to know why he was there, you have to join the Discord. And you do that by joining our Patreon.
And on that note, if you like this episode, tell a friend. Word of mouth is how we grow. Thank you to all of our patrons, and shout out specifically to Zoe, Bray, Andromeda, Thea, Brant, Brian, Gabriel, Lada, Matt, Max, and Aaron's husband. If you want your name in the above or on our Twitter header, slide right into our Patreon at patreon.com/wowtrue. Shout out to audio editors Allison Mills.
Woo!
Yay!
And David Newtown.
Just kidding. Thank you, David.
Graphic designer and Canva warlock Eric Silver, who made our logo, Sam Reiser, who made our podcast music, and Tessa Farah, who was transcribing our episodes.
Also, boo Eric. He didn't text me back.
Boo! You can find us on Twitter as @WowTruePod and Instagram and Facebook as @WowTrue. Had your 15 seconds of internet fame? Slide right into our Twitter DMs and tell us about it. And until next time, let's get weird on the internet. And now I'm gonna go review Amanda's bathroom.